It is NFL Draft Day, and when I say Draft Day, I mean round one.
How about that?
In 1980 was when ESPN broadcast the draft for the first time. It'd been going since 1936. Kind of boring. And ESPN said, hey, can we come in and televise this? And the NFL's like, I don't think you want to do it. ESPN said, leave that to us. And they turned it into what it is now. I compare that to the CFL draft, which I'm not sure will ever be sexy.
This is the Rod Pedersen Show.
Yes, it is. Happy Football Friday, everybody. Welcome to Canada's daytime sports talk show, the best damn sports talk show on the air. Ball for all today, Lynch. How you doing?
Great, really good.
Hall of Fame Rough Riders broadcaster John Frenzy with us here. I'm just tweeting the links to listen online, watch online, and of course we're on Game Plus Television across all 10 provinces and 31 states across North America. This is a little thing we call the warm-up, and we're going to have fun on the show today, Lynch. We always do, right?
Yeah. Today's special.
Today's special because Lynch is in for more segments than normal because it is a Football Friday. We've got the NFL draft to unpack. We've got the CFL draft to preview. Lynch has a ton of notes. I think you got more notes in front of you, Lynch, than a CFL general manager. What is all that stuff?
Rough Rider drafting, and what do I got here? Players.
Prospects.
Prospects that they've signed good ones. They've signed some good prospects that the guy gets them for us. You know our buddy, Paul down there, Paul Jones, are really good people. They've had a bunch of guys that have been in the NFL for 2 or 3 years. Now they're cut. They want to get back there. They know they can play there. What did he sell them on? Come to Canada for a year, sign a 1-year contract, and go back. And
yeah. Well, we'll get to that. See, Lynch is ready to go. He's like a bucket horse trying to get out of the stall. Just hang on. So we've got a late edition scheduled to join us today from VSiN. What is it? Vegas Sports Information Network. Mike Pritchard, 9-year NFL veteran, is going to be joining us to talk about NFL Draft Weekend. They're going already today, eh, dudes? They're pecking already.
Oh, yeah, from second row down.
Oh, yeah, but they're going. They don't waste any time in the National Football League. So that's going on. Mike Pritchard from VSiN will be joining us, the Vegas-based Sports Information Network. Joey Kenward, of all things, Sportsnet 650 Vancouver. Who knew that he was a horse racing aficionado?
Nobody. The horse did.
Just the horse, of course. The Kentucky Derby will be run on Saturday, and Joey Kenward, the former voice of the Swift Current Broncos and Vancouver Giants, will be joining us from the West Coast to preview the field. Unbelievable. So get your betting fingers ready.
How about that? Eh?
And then, how about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
And then Tori Gurley, our NFL insider, will be joining us to talk about our NFL points here. Former teammate of Aaron Rodgers and still close personal friend. So that's all coming up on the program today. Obviously, we can't wait. So let's jump into the Quick Six Show topics, please. What do you say, Director Jordan? And I see that the comments are coming in just like a raft. You football fans have been waiting all week to talk football, but I can't get to them right now. So you're more than welcome to comment, but I'm not going to read them at the moment because this is about Frenzy and I. Number one, NFL Draft Round 1 Leftovers. Wasn't it a spectacle last night, Lynch? Started at 6 o'clock. You know what? Did you feel the picks went? There's 10 minutes between picks, but they filled the time very well. It didn't drag.
They sure did. And they made Cleveland look beautiful. I don't think
Not easy to do.
But they put a good show on, a real good show. They moved along quickly. Goodell's terrific, eh? Give him
He looked very rested and sure of himself last night.
Yeah, he sure moved along. But that's only the first round. First round, yeah. They got 5 more to go. 5 more.
I know, and it's going to go over the next couple of weekends, of course.
And that's where you get the difference. Who made the best? Who had the best round? Who had the best success at the draft? Mm-hmm. It's the guys who get the good football players from rounds 2 to 5. And every year, there's always about 10 real gems that nobody thought in the world would make the league at all. And they go as free agents or are drafted in somewhere from 4 to 6, something like that. Go to camp and shine.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense, but they do it.
I don't know. I was just kind of mesmerized with the whole show of what was going on last night. Nelson Vo, our content creator, has corrected me. He says round 2 doesn't start till 5 Central today. So I was misreading something, I guess, on the Canadian Press Wire. Well, that's good. We're not missing anything then. I thought it was going earlier than that today, but I don't know. your namesake, John Lynch, the general manager of the San Francisco 49ers, didn't even tell his scouts, Lynch, who they were going to take with the number 3 overall pick. And you were shocked, as was I.
I'm shocked by the whole thing. John Lynch has okayed this deal of Kyle
Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan, the coach. Lets the young man do what he wants, and he wants to go for a guy who he says could be another Warren Moon. He's taking a big chance right there. He's 6'4", 235 pounds, got a cannon for an arm, right on the numbers all the time, but he hasn't played many games, only about 19 in the
We're
last
talking about Trey Lance of NDSU.
Yeah, Trey Lance. He's only played 19 games in the last 2 years, so that I can't see it. Anyway, it was a big show, and they had a couple of real experts there, Neil, the former center, and
Terrell Davis,
who's great. And both of them said, there's no way this guy can pick up all the nuances of football in the NFL in 1 year.
Okay, we got to move. So, yeah, it was exciting last night, and Micah Parsons was the 12th overall pick by America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. They had what I think was the defensive steal of the draft, and the Chicago Bears taking Justin Fields, the next quarterback in Chicago. I want to hear from Bears fans and what you think about that today. So it was a very exciting night one. But moving over into point 2 of the Quick Six Show topics, and that is Aaron Rodgers. I still don't get it. Lynch, there's a lot of Green Bay fans around here. I've openly asked them, what is going on with Aaron Rodgers that he wants out so bad? And news broke yesterday, just after we got off the air, that Aaron Rodgers has, I guess, told the Packers he'll never play for them again. Moose DuPont's over there. He's sitting on the couch eating donuts. And he had said before the show that he thinks this is a ruse and that Aaron Rodgers just wants out of Green Bay. No offense to Moose Jaw, but I've been told it's the Moose Jaw of America. Just that it looks like Moose Jaw. It's a small town. No,
Well,
it's not.
Remember, he got married now.
It's not Houston, okay? Yeah. It's not Miami. So this is a way of cooking up a way out of town.
Well, he's got a contract there with $134,000, I guess, for 3 years.
Million.
Million, yeah, $134 million. Let's get it straight. Why he wants out, I don't know, but they manage their coach there. If he's done anything wrong, he should get fired because the guy had them in the final, the NFL final in Green Bay. He had a hell of a year, 48 passes, 48 touchdown passes, a super year. And I think only a couple of interceptions, just a great year. So how could you not treat that guy like gold? That's what I don't.
Well, so what? So I'm starting to agree with Darren that what the genesis of Aaron Rodgers being upset with what all the pundits are saying is that his heir apparent was drafted last year and he wasn't told about it, that the Packers were going to trade up to take Jordan Love, and he's still upset about that. They've asked him to restructure his contract. I guess he's not happy about that. The main thing is he wants out of Green Bay. So I think we've all, for those that don't know, kind of given you the Coles notes on what's going on here. And that, well, there you go. William Mace is because they drafted Love. But I'm waiting to hear from a Packers fan that's explaining what I'm missing, because in 2005, the Green Bay Packers did the exact same thing to Brett Favre by drafting Aaron Rodgers. Like, Aaron, you did the same thing to Brett Favre, and now it's happening to you.
Now,
we've been talking about this for months. So John, the poll question here for Capital Auto Mall Universal Collision Center is this: does Aaron Rodgers have reason to be upset with the Green Bay Packers? And I am stunned at the results so far. I'm shocked. Well, it's closer to 50-50. We put this up about a half an hour ago, and it was over 60% said yes, he's got reason to be upset. 53% saying yes, he's got reason to be upset. And I'm sorry, but I had to get out the sponsor mention there, Frenzy. But as you said, the moment you step on the field, they're looking for your replacement, particularly in pro football, but in any sports. I think in life, how can you reasonably be upset by this if you're Aaron Rodgers? I'm missing it, and I'm starting to think DuPont's right. He's just making this all up to get out of Green Bay.
I don't see how he can be. I don't know how he can be serious about it. I mean, he's got a great deal there. He had a great time on the show, bursary the other way. He's happy there. I would thought he just got engaged. So what's going on? I don't understand it. I mean, they've treated him pretty well. And the thing is this. They've been awful lucky in Green Bay. They had Starr, then they had Favre, and now they hit Rodgers. They've been very lucky to get 3 great quarterbacks in a row. Most places get maybe 2 in a row. And
Some
that's
have none.
Or none. And then you go 10 or 15 years trying to find the other one. And like we have been here.
Well, that's why last night as I was watching the draft, I sent Clark a message and I said, we got to get Torrey Gurley on because Torrey played with Aaron Rodgers. He still counts himself as a close personal friend of Aaron Rodgers. And as you now know, as a longtime viewer of the Rod Pedersen Show, we only have the best analysts on this show of all the sports. So Torrey Gurley's like, yeah, I'll do it. So he's coming on right off the start of hour 2. We're going to get to the bottom of this, okay, with Torrey Gurley because nobody else will say it. Point 3, Thursday's NHL Leftovers. I don't assume, John, you watched a ton of NHL hockey last night?
No, but I have watched quite a bit last night.
You have? So here's what happened last night. I saw the Twitter war last night between 2 good friends of ours, Farhan Lalji and Matthew Barnaby, over Wayne Simmonds beating the tar out of Alexander Edler last night in the Leafs-Canucks game. We all know it goes back to his kneeing check on Zach Hyman, and Farhan's like, he already got suspended 2 games. This should be over. And Barnaby's like, nope. No, you take out one of our guys, you're going to answer for it. And it just happens to be Wayne Simmonds. And again, as my Australian friends say, it's one of their terms, he took the piss out of him. He used him like a punching bag, Edler, last night. And that's what happens. You had to answer the bell. Sorry. And they went back and forth on the code, this and that. Listen, it was going to happen. He got beat up. Don't ever do it again. This is still a man's league, okay? It's still the National Hockey League. They're not going to take that away. So that's my take on that. He had to answer the bell. It's the way it goes. The Flames have figured out Connor McDavid clearly. He's -4 in the last 3 games the Oilers played the Calgary Flames. So the Flames, they're not going out quietly. And I'm hoping the Winnipeg Jets are schooling the video of what the Calgary Flames are doing to Connor McDavid. And if you watched any of that game, I went back and forth. They played him heavy. They played him hard. They were on his back. They were in his face. They made life hard on him. The Winnipeg Jets stand and watch him. Yeah. The Flames got in his face, Sutter style. Yeah. So if Winnipeg learns in the next 2 weeks how to do that, they get a chance to beat Edmonton in the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. If they don't, they'll be swept. How about Sam Bennett? Scored in overtime last night for the Florida Panthers. From Calgary, where you're a healthy scratch, to Sunrise, Florida, where you're scoring and playing in overtime.
Tough.
How about that?
Hard to take.
How about those Pittsburgh Penguins, by the way? They clinched a playoff berth for the 15th consecutive year. That is not easy to do.
No, sure.
It's the model of consistency, the Pittsburgh Penguins. So kudos to them. I don't think they were really dipping when Jim Rutherford stepped down as general manager, but obviously Hextall and Brian Burke hasn't hurt. So kudos to the Pittsburgh Penguins, by the way.
Good coach.
Yeah, and I think that they're tied now, I think, with Washington for the division lead in the Mass Mutual. So anyways, playoffs going to be fun. You can't call Pittsburgh a dark horse. They're not going to sneak up on anybody. Somebody was suggesting that here a few days ago. No, and they're a division leader. The Pittsburgh Penguins are not sneaking up on anybody in the Stanley Cup playoffs. They go in as a favorite, I would think.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, one more. The Ottawa Senators are out of the basement for the first time all year. I just want to point that out. So Vancouver's now 7th in the Canadian division. Dean Tix, viewer of ours, watches every day from Green Bay. He says, Packer fan here. The Packers GM said he could have communicated better when Love was drafted. That said, Rodgers has paper-thin skin. Rodgers said he was enjoying last season more than anything. It doesn't mesh. No, Dean, you're so right. It's not adding up to me. It's not adding up to me what's going on with Aaron Rodgers here. And what this smacks of being very selfish to me, it's not the Green Bay Rodgers, it's the Green Bay Packers. And whenever Aaron Rodgers leaves, the Green Bay Packers will go on. It's not about you, Aaron. It's about the franchise. And I don't understand why he should think he should be abreast of them trading up in the first round to get his replacement. I don't understand. Torrey Gurley will explain it later on. Moving on, point 4, CFL notes. All I got to say about this, Disneyland opens today in Anaheim, California. And why that matters is they've been closed for 13 months. Disneyland in Anaheim, California. California, a Democrat state or liberal state. If you want to look at what's going on in America versus what might go on in Canada, it would be California. And they're opening to 25% capacity today to only in-state residents in California. But it tells me good news probably for the Canadian Football League moving forward into this summer. Lynch, I'll give you 30 seconds. Your friends are all excited that the CFL is going to play. Am I right?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to play. They're going to go all out to start at the first week of August 5th. They go to a camp in the first week in July. I guess it's a quarantine camp, more or less. After that, they go to a regular camp. They get in shape, real good shape in 2 weeks. Then have a couple of exhibition games. And then, first week of August, they start. They're still adhering to that. I think they should put out a schedule. I'm waiting for them to put out a schedule. That's the proper thing to do. The NFL did theirs yesterday. But they're going to go do it. They're determined they're going to do it. The two guys I talked to, two former commissioners. How about that, eh?
How about that?
All
How about that?
in favor. Both of them definitely feel, because of what's going on and the drive out there, enough key people out there want football. So it will happen this year some way.
All right, thank you, Lynch. You understand this guy over here? This guy over here? You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. And I'm having a tough time here right now. Trent in Norway calling. Clear and plus 12 in Bergen, but I can't believe that Aaron Rodgers wants out of Green Bay. How many John Lynches live out their football dreams? I can't wait for the CFL draft and see what happens there. Have a good weekend, everyone. That's from Trent in Norway. Fifth point, Braves at Blue Jays tonight, 5:07 Mountain. First pitch from Dunedin. Jays 11-12, third place in the American League East. And we've got a minute to do the NHL top 5, bottom 5. Are you ready? We got a minute for that, Clark? We're doing it anyways. Are you ready, Frenzy?
Yep.
Number 1 team in the National Hockey League from the RP Show, the Vegas Golden Knights, Canada's team.
How about that, eh?
Number 2, the Carolina Hurricanes. Number 3, the Florida Panthers. Number 4, the Washington Capitals. And number 5, the Pittsburgh Penguins. Sorry, Leafs fans, no soup for you. Bottom 5 in the National Hockey League. Are you ready? This is where it gets exciting. Number 27, the Vancouver Canucks. Sorry, Vancouver, but you're worst in Canada, 5th worst in the NHL. Number 28, the New Jersey Devils. Number 29, the Anaheim Ducks. Number 30, the Buffalo Sabres, and the worst team in the NHL. Kudos to you. You get a piece of cake, the Columbus Blue Jackets. Any argument?
Nope.
That is your top 5, bottom 5 in the NHL. This has been the warm-up for the Four Seasons Sports Palace. Joey Kennemer joins us next. You're watching the RP Show on Game Plus TV Network, YouTube and Facebook Live, and 24-hour sports talk for Suds Full Service Car Wash at rodpedersen.com. Listen live.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.